Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. You may know the name, but you don't know the game, as today we'll be taking a look at Toyworld's Hegemon. But first, let's take a quick look at this very, very plain box. You can see on the front here it says Hegemon, and then inside the box it says Hegemon. Sorry for the shaky cam. On the inside of the box, you can just see the Toyworld logo. On the side, you have a picture of the Toyworld. Warning. On this side, you have the back of the robot, Toyworld. Another warning, another language. Top of the box just says Toyworld, TW01. Bottom of the box. It's some form of Elvish. Back of the box, product shots. Not quite accurate, but such heroic nonsense. Back of the toy, table of contents. I assume it's another warning, and then one of my favorite things on a foreign box. Sad Pac-Man! And that's it for the box. Included with the box, aside from the toys and accessories, is of course your fold-out instructions. Your very, very crappy fold-out instructions. And then, there's that. And then your collector's card with a picture of Hegemon. Back, more pictures of the toy, tech specs, if that interests you, and yeah, cards. Actually, slight rant, sorry. You know what I'd love to see for Transformers? Collector's cards, but they're like Pokemon cards, where it's like, you get, like, if you buy a Megatron figure, you get a Megatron card, but it works like a Pokemon trading card game. I realize that sounds stupid, but I'd be more willing to collect cards like that if it was like this, rather than basically gambling with a Pokemon card set. But anyway, moving on to the toy itself. Here you have Gun. It's gonna fall. But here you have Toyworld's Hegemon, which is their take on a CHUG scale G1 Megatron. No tank or anything. No, it's the gun, which you'll never see again. Cope. But here it is in the gun mode, the traditional Walther P38 gun mode, and it's a pretty decent figure. One issue Toyworld has had is tolerance issues. Like their joints will sometimes either be super loose or way too tight, and in the case of this figure, actually broke his knee because the joint was way too tight, and you'll see like it's broken. Like he can barely stand as is, but now it's just like all it takes is me to just shake this thing and he'll just fall over. Not like in robot mode. Here it's like if he could stand like this, he'd probably stay, but because of all the weight down here has come down here, and you can see just wants to fall over very easily. As you can also see here, this hinge is kind of loose. Like right here it gets tight, but right once you straighten it out, it just wants to droop. Let's take a look at the details. And you can see silencers done in black. The traditional Megatron molding. Most of the gun done in gray. You can just see his belly right there, as is the case with most Megs. The handle's done in black, and they have the stock done in black. And it's a nice gun. The trigger is spring-loaded, and you can move the safety. You can't move the hammer, though. I forgot to mention the sight. Focus camera. You can see he's got some transparent red plastic in there. Yes, I am using Megatron, using AMGO terminology. Fight me. And as far as the actual gun grip of the gun goes, it's a decent grip. It fits nicely in my hand. But yeah, nice gun mode, very nice. Now for a quick comparison, couple quick comparisons anyway. Here he is with Siege Voyager Megatron, the current generation's Megatron mold. I'm going to set it like that so you can just get a good look at it. And then, yeah. Remember when you could actually sell stuff like this and not worry about stupid gun laws? I don't. It's very upsetting. I'd like to see another one. I'd like to see a more official version of this. How many G1 Megatron guns do we have? And we have this, the original toy, Mitron from DX9, Despotron from Make Toys, Apollyon from X Transbots, and of course the official Masterpiece Megatron. Both versions. Skelemegs, ugh, and then the actual Masterpiece Megatron. We need more of these. At least make another CHUG scale version of this. It'd be nice to have another one of these that's better. But there's that. And just because here he is with Kingdom Galvatron. So yeah. And one more comparison. I can honestly between this frick almost knocked I hope I'm gonna get a better setup. Between this and then the gun, it kind of makes sense why his body would be reformatted into a cannon, because it kind of feels kind of dumb that the leader of the Decepticons would be turned into a weapon that has to be wielded by another person. But frick. I knew that was going to happen. Let me fix that right quick. Alright, now that I got that fixed, for my last comparison, here he is with the Voyager class scale knockoff of MP10. Just because. So there you have that. So I think that kind of does it for the gun mode. I'm gonna take off the stock and silencer before I get really into the full transformation. But to take it apart, you're gonna take the stock here and pull it off. You got two tabs here. They'll go into two slots right here, and then you have. It's weird. You have a hinge here and a hinge here. I'm not sure what these hinges are for. You bring these back, you bring this in, and then all these are 5mm ports, and these are 5mm pegs, but you bring these in, and so at my 5mm pegs, ports here, here, and here. Do you want to plug stuff in? I'm going to put this off to the side. You're going to take the front of the silencer off. Trying to do this without the barrel falling off, but you have two slots that go over these two tabs right here, and then the silencer splits. You want this piece with the slot with the hole that you can see through to go on top, because it goes over this piece here on the barrel, and this is gonna have an even harder time. Screw it. I'm just gonna put it there. You put these bits off to the side. Now here you have the base gun, barrel done in gray, and of course, because it was shipped to America, you have the orange barrel tip, which just unplugs groove for the piece there. But screw them anyway. But yeah, here's the rest of the gun. You can take this off. It makes life a bit easier. That's a 5mm port, 5mm peg, and there's a lot of stuff on here that you can pull off. You can take this, bring it back, and you have these two tabs that'll go into these two slots, and then this goes over that. Take the sight, bring it down. This weird thing, just to point out, this bit here you can pull off, and that's also a 5mm port. The gun barrel, it untabs from these two tabs, two slots. You can bring it back and you'd bring it up to have that look, but the barrel's gonna fall off anyway, so I just pull it off. Again, 5mm port, 5mm peg. I'm not sure why. You take the trigger piece, it's gonna untab, You have a tab there, it goes into this slot right here. Ah! And then I'm also going to remove this just to make my life easier. Again, 5mm port, 5mm peg. Why Toyworld? Why is there so much stuff on here that's on 5mm pegs? Ah, this thing's falling apart on me. It's falling apart at the seams. Ah. Anyway, bring this peg up. And then I just tab that all back together. Let's untab it. So, I'm going to take this panel, bring it up, bring this panel, bring it out, fold this panel up on the double hinge, bring this out, untab it from here, 2 tabs, 2 slots, bring it out, bring this panel, bring it up, the double hinge, untab it, bring this panel in. Yeah, 2 tabs that go into this piece here, right here, the 2 slots right here. Certs. I'm going to go ahead and bring this bit back and this bit back on a hinge. For some reason, they have not sure how. Well, okay, there it is. Yeah, these 2 bits of transparent red plastic in there. I'm not sure why. Just gonna go ahead and take this bit and rotate it 180. My arm hurts. I like to go ahead and do this now. Extend the arms and untab them and flip out the fists. Take the arms and untab them from this point here. And here's another one of the points where like they needed to test this out, because what you need to do is you need to take this arm and I forgot to do something. It's about to push this forward. Make sure you show this off. You're going to take this piece and slide it forward till it snaps. That way it's centered with the body. But now you can take this arm and bring it back. And right here it just stops because the stuff in the way. So what you want to do is kind of rotate the waist. You still have to flex the arm a bit. But rotate, or I guess to really rotate the belly. And then bring this up. And you have a clip right here. It's going to clip into the shoulder right here. Bringing the arm in and just clip into place. Rotate the belly. Take the arm, bring it in. Got a peg and a port right there. So just peg that in. Rotate this around. I like to bring these panels out like this because they kind of get in the way. But take this and collapse it. Ow, my arm hurts. Actually, go ahead and extend the legs. And split them. Bring them out, click. Rotate the thigh. You can already see, like, that's stupid loose. Bring down the foot. Flip out the toe. 5mm port. There's so many of them. Rotate the thigh. Bring down the foot. Flip out the toe. Flip out the toe. Thank you. Rotate the arms so that they're oriented properly. Open these panels up and flip out the head and close it up. And there you pretty much have the... Oh, we want to take the sight and bring it in. Make sure it stays like that. You can leave it like that, but the instructions say to do that. And then for all the accessories... here goes the knee. You got the trigger here. Got the trigger here. Plugs into this port. Frick. God. Standman. Got the barrel. Got the barrel which plugs in up here. Can you guys even see that? Like I said, you have this bit right here, which plugs into there. come on. And of course, I forgot to show off. The barrel is completely transparent, so you can like see through it, or the sight, I should say, or is now the fusion cannon. And there you have Hegemon. I wish this knee would snap into place so much. Hey. Here you have Hegemon in his robot mode. Frick, don't you fall on me. Dang it. Yeah. And he looks good. He looks good, but he's just... Well... Yeah. Feet are loose, get a loose knee. Like, the solidity test... He does not really pass the solidity test. Like, he does not really pass the solidity test. Like, these joints... Some of these joints are not tight enough. And some of them are too loose, or so tight that they break, or they're not tight enough, or they're so tight, in the case of this knee, that they break. So tight that they break. But I mean, he looks good, just he's not really that fun to pose. Let's take a look at the details. Very nice head sculpt, very nice. Nice over for the face, red light piping for the eyes, gray for the rest of the bucket. Obviously no Decepticon sticker symbol because that'd be illegal. This whole figure's technically illegal, but who cares? As you remember, the gray and the red here for the belly, black and with a bit of red on the crotch there, black for the shins, bit of black on the toes, some transparent red for the elbows for some reason. And then one up the back. Giant red transparent plastic there for the back of the shins for some reason. And he does have your typical Megatron backpack, but what can you do? I mean, for a CHUG scale, where else was this going to go? Erg. This one does not like to lock in place either for some reason, and I do not know why. Ah! Ah. So stupid loose. Ah. Ah. Now articulation wise, the head is kind of on a ball joint. I think it's on a ball joint. I could be wrong, but does have a swivel. He does kind of look down and up on the hinge, but again, not tight enough. Arms can do a full 360 on a nice ratchet. They can go in and out. You got a bicep swivel. You got 90 degrees of bend to the elbow. Forgot to mention the bit of red in here. You have a wrist swivel. You have the belly swivel here, but that's not really meant to be used. I'm meant to use this joint here. This is the proper waist swivel. For some reason, I can't. That's scary. Got a waist swivel here. Legs can go forward that far. Stupid loose knee. And go back. That's hard to film. That far. Outward. You can do the full splits on ratchets. You got a thigh swivel, a knee bend, but it bends 90 degrees. It's actually staying, which is surprising. The other knee, though, not so much. And you can see why this thing broke, because just listen. I'm struggling to add a stupid tight. And then the feet are on a ball joint, as well as a hinge up here. So they can go back really far, and go forward a bit. You have a slight ankle pivot, and you have a foot swivel. So, he's got some decent joints. It's just hard to get him in a balanced pose because his joints are too loose. Now this is the first run of the figure, so some paint apps are missing, such as like on second run, there's gray on the front of the shins. And some of the accessories are different between the two versions. For the only major difference accessory wise is that the second run does not come with the silencer or stock. The second version doesn't come with the silencer or stock. And instead it comes with an alternate head that has a black bucket head, and yellow eyes, but which you would swap via a screw in the back of his head. Now you can take the stock. You have two slots right here. As I said, the 5mm ports. And you can bring in his other accessories, which include his Energon mace, cast in purple transparent plastic, which you can take this and pull it out, and you got the chain. Got the chain mace. And you just feed the chain through the hole and plug the mace into the thing. That makes for a pretty cool weapon. And you can take it and it'll slot into those two slots in the stock here. And another accessory it comes with is this giant sword. It's giving me heavy Dark Star Saber vibes from Transformers Prime, and it's made of different components. You have this big purple blade, and then two smaller dagger pieces. Frick! All of which are on, can't focus, 5mm ports. I mean, a couple 5mm pegs here, and the handle's, of course, 5mm. And you can take it and plug it into one of these ports here for storage. And his hands are 5mm ports, so basically, like, now that I think about it, like, you have a thing in there, you have like your standard lightsaber, but then you plug the smaller purple bits in, and you go Kylo Ren mode on this thing. But yeah, and just plugs into his hand. Very, very snug. Oh. Oh god, yeah, tolerances are awful. Tolerances are awful, man. It's like Jetfire, he keeps falling apart. Fall down. Get to watch this live on camera. God, come on. Go to your home. Dang it. That's not going to help at all. Come on. I'll be right back. I got it back on. Yeesh, never doing that again. Never doing that again. And of course, all the stuff's coming off. God. Not a great figure. Not a great figure. Oh, we need an update so badly. Yes, he can hold the sword. Ugh. And he can hold the mace. Ugh. Frick. Oh, this figure's not good. Stand. Give me a second. Got it fixed. I'm going to adjust the height. So there you have that. Now, for comparison, you will stand. Damn it. God fucking damn it. Here he is with Siege Megatron. Whoa. And I'm going to hold... Oh. I'm going to hold you up. Because I know you're going to fall. There's Siege Megatron. Here he is with Kingdom Galvatron. Yeah, this is Galvatron. And here he is with... Just finish... come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let me fix him right quick. Frick. And here he is with the Voyager Megatron. Voyager Optimus MB-10 knockoff thing. They look amazing together. Frick. 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 They look amazing together. It's just... This guy knows how to stand. This one doesn't. This one has... Despite having really loose thighs, which you'll find out in the review for this figure, he still can actually support himself despite how heavy he is for a Voyager. This man can barely stand on his own. But they look nice together. But yeah. So there you go. So, Hegemon. Yeah, throughout this review, he's been kind of difficult to mess with. So, like, he's a decent figure, but there's a lot of things that Toyworld need to improve upon. Great concept, terrible execution, but hey, it still leagues better than, what's the name of that figure? Oh, what's its name? I can't remember the name of the figure, but it's the one that was made with, it was the Trouble Changer Megatron. It had like it wasn't a Walter P-38 gun mode, but it was still a gun, but it also had a third tank mode that was kind of crap. And the robot mode, it looked good, but it barely could not hold itself together at all. Like, it legit fall apart. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But would I recommend this? No. Unless you want something to look good with that Voyager MP10 knockoff, don't buy this. Don't buy this. Part of me, I like it for what it is, but it really needs some more test runs. Will it stay? But yeah. But thank you all so much for Thank you all so much for watching this video. Subscribe, click the notification bell, keep updated on future reviews and other future projects I may work on. This is Ronimus Magnus, signing off.